Hello everyone, I'm Xiaoen. If you're new to my channel, I am a Chinese writer, entrepreneur, and just someone trying to live a more meaningful life one step at a time. In my recent videos, I talk a lot about Chinese traditional philosophy and ancient wisdoms. But today I want to talk about something completely different, AI. But maybe it's not a lot different because I think one of the oldest ideas in Chinese philosophy might help us to understand one of the newest technology in today's world. Okay, so last weekend I watched the latest movie from Stephen Chow. It was funny as his movie usually are, and I became so obsessed with it. So today I drove all the way to came to this place. Uh, Actually, it's a theme park to memorize Bruce Lee. Why? It's because there is one line from Stephen Chow's movie that is come from the quote of Bruce Lee. It is like this: "Be water, my friend." Yes, but I think this quote actually is originally from um, our Taoist philosophy, the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. So it simply means water adapts. It changes its form just depending where it flows. So it's very flexible. But at the same time, this most soft thing in the world is also incredibly strong, undefeated. It never stops flowing. So I always think that this is a beautiful metaphor for life as well. And when I heard this quote from the movie, "Be water, my friend," the first thing that came into my mind actually wasn't martial arts, it was AI. You know, we are living in one of the fast changing technological period of human history. AI is transforming every aspect of our life. But personally, my feelings about AI are actually very complicated. When ChatGPT first came out, I immediately fell in love with it. It was strange because I'm not someone usually who are um, obsessed with new technologies, but in my personal life, I am a person who asks a lot of questions. So it just feels like I suddenly have an encyclopedia that I could talk to. So it was very exciting for me. And sometimes, even when I feel anxious or stuck at life, it can make me think more clearly. So I usually joke that ChatGPT is one of my good friends. Although lately my friend has changed a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the change of the system or data. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's one side I like AI about. But at the same time, recently I also realized another side of it. That is, social media is now filled with a lot of contents that feels fake. AI generated images, AI generated videos. So I don't know how is someone else feel like this, but for me, I can tell it's fake immediately. And for me, they are just something created to grab your attention. And when I watch some of those fast-paced videos created by AI, I honestly just feel tired and headache, just a little overwhelmed. So this is another side that made me feel worried about. And of course, I know now many people are using AI to make their life more productive, writing faster, editing video faster, and to create PowerPoint slides, hundreds of PowerPoint slides in a day, something like this. And even my younger brother showed me how his company now use AI agents to create reimbursement data automatically. Well, yeah, yes, efficiency is good, but I also think that if we became obsessed with efficiency, we forget about quality. Recently, I came across a story that made me feel hopeful about the application of AI. It is about this a young Chinese engineer. She's graduated from one of the most famous university in China for AI technologies. So with her background, she can do almost anything and getting investment easily. But what she choose to do, she chose to create AI system for sorting garbage. Yes, garbage. It sounds simple, but it is not. It's actually very difficult because garbage is usually loose clothing, plastic plastic bags, and the AI robots has to deal with them on a moving conveyor belt, and they are moving, and there are different colors, different textures. So it's very hard for the AI agents to work correctly. So this young engineer, she just didn't give up. She and her team spent 3 years working among piles of garbage day by day, and every day they just scanning different objects of the garbage and to get their parameters, the colors, textures, anything, and just to train the AI. So now, after 3 years or more efforts, uh, she finally created a more mature system or AI tool for to actually replace human in doing one of the most demanding and dirtiest work that human don't need to do it again. So actually, I think this can be where AI shines, not to replace human creativity or human relationships, but to replace human sufferings. And as I search on the internet, I found more examples. For example, in the United States, actually, they are creating the AI robots to discover or to cope with the dangerous explosive, so people do not need to approach them. And in Japan, they are using the also AI robots in the most dangerous damaged nuclear facilities. So it will not harm the life of a human being. This is the directions that excites me. AI should not just make us faster. It can also make us safer, and it can take on the work that humans should not be doing. So come back to where we started, the quote of "Be water, my friend." Actually, AI is neutral, just like water. It isn't good, it isn't bad. It just depends on how we use it. So maybe we should not ask the question, what can AI do? The better question to ask is, who is using AI? What kind of people is guiding this technology? Nowadays, some people are saying subjects like philosophy, literature, or history are less important. I also heard that some universities are canceling subjects like this, but I actually think the opposite. Because technology can tell us what we can build, but humanity reminds us what is worth building. Maybe that is their greatest value in the world today. So, as for myself, my work, it also reminds me to think about what is really meaningful and what is really valuable for the community and for the society that I should be working on. And I hope today's video can give you some inspirations. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.